Welcome back to BikeBeat, where the rubber meets the road and the reviews are always in gear. Today, we're diving into a motorcycle that blends the golden age of motorcycling with modern precision. This is the all-new 2026 Suzuki GT550 Neo Classic, and yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like, a bold homage to the 70s GT line, but with 21st century tech and performance under the tank. Let's start with the looks, because let's be honest, that's what grabs your attention first. The GT550 Neo Classic oozes retro charm from every angle. From its teardrop tank to the chrome accents and round LED headlight, Suzuki has absolutely nailed the vintage styling. But don't be fooled by the throwback vibes, the bike is built with modern materials, from its lightweight trellis frame to the subtly integrated electronics. It's a tribute, not a copy. You've got dual analog gauges with a slick LCD panel tucked in between, offering that perfect mix of nostalgia and functionality. Think speedo and touch with that vintage needle sweep, but also digital fuel, gear position, and even Bluetooth notifications if you're running Suzuki's RideConnect app. Now, let's talk power. At the heart of the GT550 Neo Classic is a 548 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, liquid-cooled, and tuned for both character and rideability. This engine produces around 53 horsepower and 48 Nm of torque, and delivers it in a smooth, linear curve. It's not trying to rip your arms off, and that's part of the appeal. Whether you're carving through the twisties on a Sunday or commuting through urban traffic, the GT550 keeps things controlled, confident, and just plain fun. Throttle response is crisp, thanks to the latest ride-by-wire system, and it comes with two ride modes, Standard and Sport. Standard softens the throttle input for city riding, while Sport sharpens it up and lets the bike really breathe on open roads. The 6-speed transmission is slick, and you've got a slipper clutch for smooth downshifts, especially handy if you like a little engine braking into corners. Suspension-wise, Suzuki has gone for a balanced setup, 41mm inverted front forks, not adjustable, but well-damped, and a rear monoshock that's preload adjustable. It's tuned more for comfort than track performance, but that's exactly the point of this bike. It wants to be your daily and your weekend ride, not your race day weapon. Braking is handled by dual 300mm discs up front with radially mounted calipers and a single disc at the rear, all supported by Bosch dual-channel ABS. Braking is progressive and reassuring. Not overly aggressive, but with enough bite to stop you fast when needed. Weight comes in at 184 kilograms dry, which means it's nimble in traffic but still feels planted on the highway. The seat height is a friendly 795mm, making it accessible to newer riders or shorter folks, and the upright riding position keeps fatigue low and smiles high. One thing I really appreciate is Suzuki's attention to rider comfort. The seat is wide and well padded. 2 hours in the saddle? No problem. And if you're thinking of weekend trips, there's an optional retro-inspired luggage rack and saddlebags that match the bike style perfectly. You even get a USB-C port tucked under the seat for charging your phone or NAV device on the go. Now, let's talk tech. The GT550 Neo Classic is smarter than it looks. You've got traction control with 2 levels, ride modes as I mentioned, and full LED lighting all around. The Suzuki RideConnect system adds turn-by-turn NAV, call notifications, and ride tracking when paired with your smartphone. It's all very cleanly integrated, you almost forget it's there until you need it. As for the sound, that 270-degree crank gives it a character somewhere between a V-twin and a parallel twin. It's throaty, it's got that bark on acceleration, but it never feels harsh. Suzuki even designed a twin-exit chrome exhaust that looks like it belongs in 1976 but is tuned to meet modern emission standards without losing soul. It's one of those bikes you'll start just to hear it idle. Now for the price. The 2026 Suzuki GT550 Neo Classic comes in at around $8,299. That's incredibly competitive for what you're getting. You're looking at a midweight bike with solid tech, premium build quality, and vintage appeal that's built to last. And Suzuki's offering it in 3 paint schemes, midnight blue, copper mist, and classic pearl white, each with subtle pinstriping and that throwback tank badge that just screams cool. So who's this bike for? Honestly, it hits a sweet spot. If you're a new rider looking for a first real motorcycle that you won't outgrow in a year, the GT550 gives you confidence without boring you. If you're a returning rider chasing that feeling you had on your first bike, this one delivers all the emotion with none of the maintenance headaches. And if you're a seasoned rider who just wants a bike that looks stunning, rides smooth, and doesn't feel like a toy, this is your daily classic. In a world where bikes are either hyper-performance monsters or ultra-minimal hipster cruisers, the GT550 Neo Classic feels like a breath of fresh air. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just trying to make the ride fun again, and it totally succeeds. So that's our full ride-through of the 2026 Suzuki GT550 Neo Classic. If you liked this review, hit that like button, subscribe for more real-world motorcycle content, and drop a comment below. Would you take this over a Royal Enfield 650 or maybe a Yamaha XSR 700? Until next time, keep the rubber side down and ride safe. This is BikeBeat, signing off.